Hello everyone, my name is Onyx and welcome to 304 days in vanilla Skyblock Minecraft. Make sure to like and subscribe and let's go. We have to do this in time-lapse mode because it's just way too much footage. I couldn't put it in a video if I did it in first-person mode or anything else. I will start a first-person let's play soon. It will be in 1.17 and I can promise you it will be absolutely awesome. So make sure to not miss that. The first few days are just grinding. I have a really big build planned here, so this will be really resource intensive. We have a lot to grind for. We will need villagers, diamonds, glass, piglins, gold, all the different stuff. We need to absolutely combine everything to make this build possible. As you can see, I'm mainly just cutting down trees, planting them again, just grinding stone, and also using 8 furnaces just to get all the cobblestone smelted into stone. At this point, I don't have a plan for this build, I'm just winging it like pretty much all of my builds. In the evening of day 11, I didn't want to grind anymore, so I started to build. I decided to go up quite a lot to have plenty of space above and below, and I wanted to have a ring with something in the middle. That sounds like not much of a plan to you? Well, yes, cause it is not much of a plan, but that is exactly how I like it. A build has to evolve, plans just kind of get in the way. Day 14. I finished the circle, it is over 100 blocks in diameter. I have definitely put something on my plate right here. I got into the habit of grinding in the night and building in the day, and I cut out a lot of the grinding part. Just imagine me grinding every time you don't see me on the screen. On day 17, I made the first attempts in designing the next step of the build, but I had to get to the next point on the list, a nether portal. A good chunk of day 18 was spent trying to get a good looking bridge. I built the start of it and then completely forget about finishing it until about day 300. Yes, for more than 280 days I ran over that half-built bridge. After I finished the nether portal, I was really motivated to get some building done, so I postponed the nether trip and just built and built for almost 15 days while always grinding in between. I decided this will not be just a circle, but a floating donut island circle thing. Exactly. And yes, I do really like the floating islands. They just have something fantastic to them, and they always look stunning if done right. The shape of the island, of course, must be organic, so on day 19, I just started building the outer row of stone like a drunk ant, and I really liked how it turned out. 22 days in, we will focus now on the actual building of the walls. Making everything look organic is pretty tricky, but I'm starting to get a hang of it. My stone stockpile is still holding up strongly, but this is definitely draining it rather fast. The fact that I fell into the void with almost half an inventory of stone definitely also didn't help. I built for 9 days straight. The amount of work I got done just kept motivating me more and more, and all that spiraled into a building frenzy. All the while I was still grinding at night to keep the stone stockpile strong. At day 27 I tackled the next point on the list, an actual tree farm. Right there you can see me falling into the void with half an inventory of stone. Leave an F in the comments for all the material lost that day. I don't need much wood on this project, but having a dedicated tree island sounds like a good idea, and it stops my trees from burning down over and over on my starter island. I went full random mode on the bridge to get up there. I wanted it to look like an organically floating stone bridge, and when I finish it at the end of the video, it does look awesome. Yes, like the other bridge, I also forget about finishing it for more than 200 days. And there we go, day 29, 30 and 31 we spend on our favorite pastime, which is of course grinding stone. There is so much more stone needed and the stockpiles are getting weak. The new wood island gets us enough wood to easily smelt all the cobble into stone, but we really need to upgrade our cobble generator, better sooner than later. Right after that, it's back to work. Even with all this progress, we still have a long way to go. This project is truly massive. It does start to really take shape, and we get a lot of progress done this day. More than half of the main island is finished. Now it's time to think about how we will get all the dirt we need. A lot of AFKing in the Nether will be needed. A wandering trader decides to visit, but these guys pretty much never have anything useful to trade, so I had to put these llamas down and collect my first 2 leads. Day 33 is the day we at last visit the Nether. We need to work on getting villagers, and for that we need 2 blaze rods. But the main thing we will need from the Nether is the juicy gold. So many beautiful things will be made available for us because of it. Most importantly, of course, dirt, but also iron and quartz. A gold farm is pretty easy to make, and it's the main cornerstone of 1.16 Skyblock. It will give us all the gold we need. And it's already back to work. The grinding never stops. This is mainly to pass time while I wait for night. It's really important that I get the villagers soon. They are very vital part of this build. I need their glass and I need their quartz. Diamond gear is also not a bad thing. Redstone is also gotten from them, and so much more. We are done with the first half, just started on the second side, and look who pays a visit. Our new friendship has a rough start. When I try to give him a friendly hug, he beats me to death. But that is just because he's hangry. Right after we give him some food, he stops being grumpy, and on day 50 we have our first villager to trade with. Day 51 we start a huge AFK session. The amount of gold we will need is kinda mind-boggling. I cut out a lot of the footage and condensed it down to only a few clips. As I get some iron through bartering, I start automating the collection area. I didn't see a need for an iron farm on this map, so our iron is coming from bartering and manual iron golem slaying. On day 84 I get the chance to get another friend, but he came with the whole squad, so I had to try to not get beat up and my lunch money stolen. I disposed of most of them. It took me almost the whole night and they did get some good punches in. That is, however, not enough to discourage us. We stand right back up and go back to the fight. They were relentless, they fought brave to the death, but in the end our victory was of course inevitable. But then, right as he was ready to get captured and healed, tragedy struck. I was telling him he's way too close to that creeper, but he didn't listen, and that cost him his life. Not even the golden apples he had were able to save him. I was able to get another villager, and at last I was able to start breeding and trading. My stonks were starting to increase. In addition to that, the building never stops. While the villagers are resting and restocking, we're getting work done. Soon we will reach 100 days working on this build. I love how far we already came. As we were getting closer and closer to finishing the base, we need to start grinding tons of dirt. That is exactly what we spent the next days on. We need to place every single block, hoe it, and then break it again. Even though it takes some time, it makes Skyblock so much better now that you can reliably get dirt. It was also time to rebuild the mob spawner. Because of some issues, a few magma cubes spawned and broke the turtle egg. And because we only have 2 of them, the whole spawner needed to be rebuilt and the problem fixed. If we would lose the other turtle egg, we would have a huge issue. No gold for us anymore. As the stone stocks were running low again, it was time to update and redesign the cobble generator. It was very outdated and inefficient. This design is my favorite one. It is easy, cheap, efficient and lossless. I spent quite some time building the thing as I was too lazy to just look it up, so I had to build it more than once. But after it was done, my cobblestone game was really taking off. Just look at this thing, it's beautiful. Perfect to celebrate the passing of day 100. I was so happy about the new grinder. I spent so much time there that the collection double chest filled up, so I was almost set for the rest of the 300 days. To smelt all that cobblestone into stone, I had to automate it, but the full automation only comes sometime later. Next on the list is finishing the island. I placed some dirt and finished the part that's out of stone. Now it gets into serious territory. What do we put on top of this? How do we fill the middle? I know there has to be something big and magical. Some sort of magical theme seems very fitting for a floating island like this. And I love the look of quartz, which also looks very awesome combined with glass. So the plan is set. Now what do we need for this? Of course, industrial style villager trading. The lifeblood of any big skyblock build. So that is exactly the next thing on the list. The small box of villagers is absolutely not doing the job. We need something bigger, better and more efficient. Let's get started on that. This is a really long time and I will not keep babbling over all of that. I will be back as soon as the next big step is made. Enjoy the visual grinding ASMR and epic music. I love both of these things and I hope you guys will too. So let's go! And we're back. This music is just so motivating, I love it. And don't worry, there will be more. But now we're getting down to the meat of the build. I like to start with circles, they usually work out to be something awesome, so I just start building on them. I was planning on using stone, but the clean look of quartz is just too beautiful. I found no way to do that. So let's start with the crystal in the middle. I thought it would look awesome if it looks like its magic lets everything levitate, which definitely fits Skyblock as well, everything is always levitating. Building it is a lot of fun, there's no way of helping with building it, you kinda just have to wing it, and after a small rebuilding, I was really happy on how it turned out. And now for some more epic music. See you in a bit. Damn, this is just awesome, and there's still more of this music coming. As you saw, I added 4 smaller crystals to the buildings. Smaller crystals give them some color and link the lore with the main crystal, but it's still very hard to find a way to combine them, so let's work on something else in the meantime. We quickly harvested the tree farm and immediately got working on the Nether island. Let's finish that. Floating islands are the name of the game, of course, as they always are. They are perfectly fitting for this build and they should be all around the build. Another big chunk of days will be used for that, which means more epic music for you. Enjoy! And that is the last island done. We are flying through this project at this point and I love it. Day 286 is the faithful day we start the middle part. This was put off for a long time as I had no idea how to do this properly. I asked for ideas in the Discord, join the Discord link in the description. And when I was talking to people, I realized that I should just do what I always do, start building and see how it turns out. Well, that is what I did. I just built away. At this point I knew I couldn't use stone anymore, it would just not fit in the theme, so I decided on glass. I hope you guys are not motion sick, we are swinging around a bit here. These domes started to look slick and I really like them, but I knew it is not done. There needs to be something added and I wanted it to be glass. So at last I made a flower farm to get easier poppies and roses. Made a lot of colored glass and went back to work. What looks more awesome than magical energy emitting out of the towers and channeling into the crystal? Yes, nothing looks more awesome than that. So I started building exactly that. It is insanely hard to make these beams look good. I used support towers to kind of mark where I need to build, and in the end, after some cleaning up, it looked insane. You will see this right now with some more awesome music in the background. Enjoy! And that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Liking, subscribe, join the Discord, every single thing, and see you in the next video. A hardcore 1.17 build will come soon. See ya!